Hi, I'm Marine from RouteYou, and today I would like to explain to you how you can activate the functionality of reference routes and how you can use it to map out a new route. To use this functionality, we are going to go to the route planner, and you can access it via the main menu, which is accessed here with this button above. You can go down and choose plan a route. You can choose again between create a route and upload a route. In this case, we are going to create a route. This brings us to the route planner. And the first thing we are going to do is to go to the top right of the map. And here you can find the button with which you can change the map style. If you click this button and go all the way down the list, you will find the option routes. If you activate this map layer, then in the right column, the route searcher module will appear. And with this module, you can filter certain things to get to a selection of routes you would like to use as a reference. If you want to go down or if you want to go back to the planner, you can go down and then with this button, continue planning, it takes you back to the route planner module. So you could click and then go back to the layer. If you want to go back to the route searcher to filter the reference routes you want to use, again, you go back via this button all the way down the list. And now we don't have to activate the layer anymore, but we want to access the filter. So you push this filter icon. And again, here the filter possibilities will appear. So today I would like to go hiking or walking. And not just walking, you can open all the options here. I will go down the list, and here are the walking routes. And I want to be more specific. I want a recreational walking route. And next thing which you can enter are, for example, keywords. Let's say I have a thing for forests. I could enter it here as a keyword option. The next filter is author. So if you know a person or an organization that makes really nice routes, you can directly select them here. But as you can see, if you click this filter bar, you also get the option to filter to your own routes. So if you have made routes before that you want to use as a reference to generate or to create a new route, you can access them quickly via this filter option. You can also choose to only use routes that have 3 to 5 stars. Next thing you can do is to select a certain characteristic. For example, let's say I want a loop-shaped route. That would be nice. And then another thing you can do is, for example, select a theme. In this case, I want a route that has something to do with nature. So that gives me a certain amount of routes. I'm going to zoom in a bit as the map layer also functions as a filter. So I would like to go today, for example, to the Y Valley, which is a really nice area to go hiking and walking. So I'm zoomed in. I'm going to zoom out a bit again. And as you can see here, I find 2 routes. They look nice. If I go down, I see this list. If you want to look into them more in detail, you can click them and then the system will open them in a new tab. So here you can go over the route. You can see which kind of information is linked to the route, if it has a nice description and things like that. You can close these windows again and then you go back to the planner. The next choice you have is you can select them all and then the system will automatically assign a certain color to them. You could also deselect them and choose to only show one of 2 or one of more routes. Another thing you can do is change the color. For example, if you say like orange and red, there's not a big difference here. I want it more clear. I want the route to be green. Just make sure you deselect it, and then if you choose another color, it will show in the other color and select the route again. So you could choose, I will do it again, deselect it, choose another color, and then it will appear in that color. So in this case, I want to use both of these routes as a reference to create a new route or a new loop. Now I have my reference route shown on the map. I want to go back to the planner with this button. If you want to follow reference routes, make sure you also use the correct routing. The easiest way or the easiest routing to use is, for example, the hiking shortest in this case. So I want to go hiking, then I can make the list shorter. I want to start by using hiking shortest, sorry. But let's say I want to start here in Broadwell and I want to hike from Broadwell to this route here. So I click here, this will be my first, and then I want to use actually hiking nicest to get to this point where I can choose to start walking on the paths that have been done by other persons maybe before. If I now want to draw over the existing route, the best routing you can use is hiking shortest. The system will ask you if you want to change the full route. No, this first part I want to keep as it is. I only want to adjust the next modifications. So everything I click now will be done via this routing. So let's just follow this path. If it's not correct, you can make sure to drag until it's like you want it to be. You can zoom in a bit more. Now you can click again. If there would be a deviation from this route, you can adjust it again. So here again, I wanted to go via this path, again this way, around this water, go down, and then here I want to close my loop, and I don't want to go further. I want to close my loop via this orange route now. So I will change it to this part, continue here, and then cross over to here. And now I don't want to use the nice, I can choose again to change it and use the nicest, hiking nicest, not the full, don't want to change the full route, only the next modification have to be done with hiking nicest. And then I can go all the way down and ask the system to return to the starting point. And it will take me again via this route. If I don't want to, I can drag it and adjust it just like this. And then I have my full route. I can now save this route. This is my walk through Forest of Dean. This is a walking route. Actually, I can be more specific. This is a recreational walking route. As I can be specific, I will do so. That will make sure if other people want to find my route to make it easier. I want to keep it public. I could enter my description here. And now I will just save the route. And as a result, I have made a almost 20-kilometer long walking route that is based on the input and experience of other RouteYou users, or maybe based on your own experience of 2 routes you have done before. If you refresh after a few seconds, the system will add automatically some interesting points of interest to your route. Thank you for watching and listening.